wonderful friends, my family. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for joining me right now. I wanted to say thank you for all my new subscribers. And my friends, I love you. These messages need to get out there, and Spirit is awesome. So speaking of Spirit, I got an awesome message from the GC. I wanted to share that with you guys. So I made an audio of it so you didn't have to see paper in front of my face. But, you know, a lot of us are going through some changes, and some of it seems maybe a little chaotic. It doesn't have to be. I think we're choosing how we're going through things, but because the energy shift has changed, you know, we're not quite sure or prepared how to, that was loud, prepared how to move and how to react in the new energy. So that's one of the things that, you know, we're all learning and all working on. And so I decided to sit down with pen and paper and put my intentions on conditioned thoughts of love, like what we think of love. Love is ... What do I think love is? What does the world think love is? And why? And I was pretty shocked at the answer that came from the GC. It was, I don't know. Basically, what we know of love is not love, it's fear. You know, a lot of us, not all of us, but most of us think what we think is love is not love at all. It's actually fear. It's fear-based thought. And so they are here today to help redirect our conditioned brains on what love actually is. And so they left a really awesome message, and I hope you guys like that. And if you have any questions, please comment down below. Give me a thumbs up if this is for you, this video resonates and feels good. Also, if you want a BQH hypnosis, if you would like a reading, if you want to know more about the GC and want a reading from them, if you have any questions that you would like answered from them, let me know. AnnieandTheLight@gmail.com. I am also a Reiki healer and the BQH practitioner, tarot card reader, just your friendly neighborhood light worker. So here is the audio. I hope you guys like it. Please let me know. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Hello, wonderful soul. Everyone has their own perspective on love and what their idea of love is. These thoughts and ideas are created by conditioned thoughts that the common collective have been taught, and they hold, and they pass down from generation to generation. These thoughts on love that have been passed down, they were actually created out of fear, and therefore most of what you know of love is actually not love. We grow up learning about a divine love, the greatest love of all, something many people even call unconditional love. And at the exact same time, we are also taught to walk a fine line or face eternal damnation and be banished from that same love and that same grace. So at the exact same time, we're taught to meet the greatest love of your life. And then you're also taught to create your biggest fear. For if you can't depend on God's love, how would you ever depend on a mere human being? If you're taught that the highest love of all withdraws and retreats from you in your weakest moments, then your teachings on love is conditional. Your teachings on love are actually teachings on fear. Being incarnated on earth, you forget the truth. You don't remember the true connection to God that you truly have. You only know the disconnect, and as you grow, you're taught that the divine love is found outside of yourself, your unholy self. So you go through life searching for love, searching for knowledge, finding it here and there, in someone else, something else, finding that you're unable to love them the way that they need you to, and they can't seem to give you what your soul needs to survive. Now this has nothing to do with the kind of people that you are. It's just because you were taught to look outside of yourself for something that only you carry inside, from within. When you see that only God creates nothing but the most remarkable, magnificent beings, the most splendid and perfect creation ever, you will know your worth. And you will know the love that you long for, beautiful soul. You are able to receive it. And even more, you are able to give this love to others properly. Everyone around you is reacting. They're reacting in love or in fear, for those are the two emotions that create polarity in this universe. When you are taught a love that ends up being fear-based, most actions and reactions have been made in fear. This creates a society that closes down, creates war, harms one another, runs away and hides, keeps secrets, and attacks. And by doing this, by continually choosing these fear-based thoughts, we are conditioning the minds even further to pass down to the next generation. This is why we are here. This is why you are here, dear Lightworker, to change these conditioned notions and find your truth inside of you. Turn from your well-meaning but misinformed teachings. Turn to pure love. There is a voice within you. That is the voice of the highest good, of the purest thought. And that voice contains the most wisdom and the most love. When you find that highest thought, that is your higher self. And when your inner voice changes to that of any lower or negative vibration, it is not your higher self. That is just your conditioned thought, your ego. That is a belief that was taught to you out of fear. If you feel unhappy, it is because you were taught to focus on something outside of yourself that doesn't belong to the truth of who you are. Dear, when the truth of who you are transcends space and time, the truth of who you are is bright and magnificent and made exactly the way God wanted you to be. There is nothing less than that, beautiful soul. Anything you experience less than magnificence is because you choose to. Now is the time to realize that you can choose truth. You can choose love in all of its glory, in all of its many forms. We love you, dear one, the Galactic Collective.